Blondie hypnotized me to be a loser and to suck at life and to have my own subconscious sabotage me. This was around the time he hypnotized me to forget his name and forget Rachel Johnson's mother's name. And this other guy, I remember this other guy's name. He tried to erase that name from my head, and that Kevin guy was there. When you're being hypnotized, it's kind of weird because you're kind of outside of your body looking at your body as you're being hypnotized. That's either a delusion or maybe we have a spirit. Who knows? I remember Blondie going on about the subconscious being the god brain, and I guess it's your god brain because it literally can control what you're doing subconsciously, so it can self-sabotage you through hypnosis. When I was out there in the desert, I remember the wife Jasmine doing this stupid shit, because you have these core beliefs in your subconscious. And she was basically trying to alter mine, but mine were kind of in there, so she was having trouble with that, so she just started doing workarounds, because I guess I'm really fucking stubborn. I don't know how to reprogram a subconscious. I think I need a hypnotist, some sort. You know, it is the tetraled LSD spray. They get you with that, and then they somehow get you into the suggestive state that puts you into hypnosis. That bullshit that you see in mainstream about how hypnosis works or doesn't work, it doesn't work the way they pretend it works. It's actually different. Hypnosis works way different than the way we perceive it to work. There are drugs, there are things you can throw in people's faces that you can instantly hypnotize them with. And that's not a joke. Obviously, you don't want that because you don't want people just going around hypnotizing one another. Okay? You find out the human mind and human subconscious is the thing that is your perception, and it can be altered by the subconscious perceiving things. One of the weirder things I remember happening when I was at Papa John's was I was hypnotized not to see some person that was there. They were invisible to me. But I would see them at random because they would be certain distances away, and I guess my subconscious didn't register that, or I would randomly see their face looking at me. I have no idea how I was doing that. Or why that was happening, but I think hypnosis isn't as perfect as they make it seem. I don't know how it works, personally. Like, I don't know enough about hypnosis. I know my subconscious is fucked because it's sabotaging me, and I guess that's that I'm okay with being a loser shit. Like, I've never actually thought of myself as a loser, believe it or not. I never really cared about poverty or any of that other shit. Like, those things have never been a part of my values. But my subconscious seems to think that we're losers. And that's hypnosis. That's not a core thought. That's one of mine. The other thing is it apparently thinks I suck at life, which, no, I'm actually financial savvy, and I consider myself not the smartest person in the room, but rather intelligent. That's not a Bobby core thought. That's something that was programmed. I would argue this definitely qualifies as cheating, seeing how it's actually illegal to hypnotize people without their permission, and there's no way in fucking hell I gave Blondie permission to erase his own name out of my head and then cheat. But I also distinctly remember him while he was hypnotizing me. He kept trying to tell me, like, he has to do this because this is the only way that he'll be special and liked and loved and validated. He has to steal it from me because I guess that's... He knows it on his own level. He's a loser. It's in his blood, like I said. And now he's hypnotized me to be a self-sabotaging loser. This could be why I did these videos. I could have been partially hypnotized into making these. What are you gonna do, right? What happens, happens. I don't know how to undo subconscious hypnotic suggestion, but I'm gonna definitely bitch about this one. Like, holy shit. And here's the thing, I remember when he was hypnotizing me, just witnessing how scared and petty he was, and then him turning to malicious. Remember, these guys are both the devil and a god. They are two things. They are two things. This is why you can't trust them, because they're both evil and good. And if you think that they're good, they're going to be evil, okay? There's no reason to let these people anywhere near you. They have no values, they have no morals, and they shift like water. It's kind of fucked up that this entire thing is rigged through him hypnotizing me. Once again, just like destroying your brain with heavy metals, hypnosis is a really fucked up way to win. I wonder if he was just supposed to erase his name from my mind and he just ended up cheating because it's by his nature. You gotta remember, these guys have control issues, so they cheat at everything, and I guess this fucking with my subconscious is another way to cheat. When the police officers came out, they asked me if I had DID, and I don't have DID. The way I know I don't have DID is when the wives were terrifying me with the anal-eating mummy thing. I kept telling the other voice in my head, nah, it's not necessary, I don't need you. The other voice in my head before they named it Vajrapani, his name was Vague. Yeah. In unlike dissociative identity disorders, I just turn that guy off and on like a mask. He's not an alternate identity. He's my ego, and I just turn him on and off. So, if you ever heard me doing the Alucard voice and I start talking down to you, that's you talking to my ego. That's me switching to just it's 100% Bobby ego, and I only do that when I know I'm gonna destroy you in a conversation. Police girl, like, what's the So I was just in my room chillaxing like a baller, and then these schmucks kicked in my door. Like, they said, get on your hands and knees, and I said, I wasn't your mother last night. I remember one time I was talking to this Republican loser, and he tried to tell me about, like, how you could just keep cutting taxes for the ultra-rich, and I was like, that's a laugher curb right there, get it? Because Art Laffer is a fucking imbecile? You wouldn't understand it, you're a Republican. That's beyond your thought process. Yeah. If you ever catch me doing that, you're talking to 100% my ego, and yes, I am fucking with you. Okay. I explained to the wives, that's not how my mind works. And that's not how my mind works. You can have an ego, okay, and you can turn your ego up to 11. I don't know what you're supposed to do when somebody's literally hypnotized you to sabotage your own shit. I guess if you're a manifest woman and you're in Florida, I could use some little help with you guys hypnotizing me. Obviously, nobody's gonna help me because you don't help the good guy, you help the garbage people. That's what you do, and that's why the bad people will always win, by the way. I call bullshit. I have no idea how you turn off or turn on your subconscious. It's kind of fucked up hypnotizing somebody to be a loser in order so you can be a winner. But it does explain some weird things people said to me about myself that never fit my character to begin with. And it's obviously, I guess that's how you know Blondie's up to no good. Because the whole, he doesn't have to be a loser. And he doesn't suck at life. I've never aspired to that. But yet, my subconscious for some reason, believes I have. In my brain, I either do or don't. I don't bother with winning or losing. I don't think in those measurements because that's how stupid people think. Somebody's win can be completely different from another win. How can I explain this? One time when we were playing Halo 2, my brother got a bunch of kills, and then when people looked at my kills, I had like 15 kills and 15 deaths, and I was laughing because my entire plan for the entire game was to stick people with plasma grenades and then die. It was literally like kamikaze suicide the game, and that's what I was doing, was stick and dying. So I literally added nothing to the team up with my brother and me. But my goal to begin with was to practice using the sticky grenades and getting really good at using the sticky grenades. I wasn't in competition with my brother. I had set up a competition in my own mind. This happened again playing Halo. I decided I wanted to get really good with the Goss Hog. And spoilers, back in the day, I was really good with the Goss Hog. And there's a lot of people out there that tell you they're good. No. I could hit you as a speck of dirt on the other side of the fucking mountain with the top of, just the really tippy top of your helmet showing. I blew motherfuckers out of fucking buildings on the other side of the world through pinholes with the fucking Goss Hog. I was a fucking god with the Goss Hog. Okay. My point about this is my own values literally operate around the idea of being a loser or being a winner. I don't operate in winner or loser psychologies. You hear me talk about when I call these people losers, I don't mean that as in this is a competition and I'm ahead of them. I mean that as their nature. The reason why they cheat is because they're losers and they rage against their own nature of being a loser. I find that fascinating that Blondie hypnotized me into thinking I'm a loser, because I've literally never had that. There's this girl, I don't know what to call her. I'll just call her Abby. I was working with. In one of the funnier moments at Papa John's I had is when I was like, bitches love Bobby. And that's how you know I don't think I'm a loser, because you'll catch me saying positive shit like that. I have not ever aspired to being a loser. And yet, my subconscious mind seems to think I am, because Blondie hypnotized it to do that. That again is called cheating, by the way. My question is why do I remember the other guy's name that he erased from my mind, but I don't remember his name or Rachel Johnston's mother's name? That makes no sense, and according to Google, you can't bring back memories that are erased through hypnosis, but I somehow did. Yeah. This entire fucking thing was rigged. I was hypnotized into making these videos. I wonder if I was hypnotized into making this video. That would be impressive. Talk about getting fucking third wall breaking meta. I mean, why did Stu fail so many times? I don't know. Whatever, dude. Heavy metals, all the shit they did to my mind. Why the fuck not? I hypnotized him into thinking he's a loser and he can't win. Like, great. That was the sound of my soul escaping.